pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up when it's half time, she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no leg. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little. Once you run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and make that. Yeah, made that. You got such a pretty face, but I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. If you ain't talking paper,
Oh, the cold weather is certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At their own 25-yard line. Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
To throw is Green, operating from the gun. That's complete to the rookie from UCLA. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Steelers at 500, 7-7 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And we'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, break. 10, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 60 man, check smash, check smash.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
18 card, Cowboy 80.
Up the middle, Johnson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. 3. 60.
Looking to throw. Green. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Second and 10.
Here we go. 70 Lion. Lightning 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Franklin. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Green, off play action. Quick throw there is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
Cougar 19. Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
72. 70 Lions.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Ready.
Drain now. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together. First carry here for Joe Mixon. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. In motion right, that's Collins. Back to throw, here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Stroud. That one complete. It's taken down. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Stroud. These guys turned it. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Texans first down.
Stroud looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Still fighting. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there.
Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Go! Cougar 19! Go street! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We got this! Showtime! Let's make some noise!
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go! 18 Cardinal! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Street! Street! Cup 19! Cup 19! Panther 11! Panther 11! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They give up the middle to Johnson. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go now!
switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brendan, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Third down and 1.
Viking 18. Let's go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13, though, for the Texans.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing to start the drive. Green. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Smash. 19, Tiger. 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Green. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Operating from the gun, Green. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 42.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves it with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Now they'll audible to something else. Back to throw again. That is caught. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60, 18 Cardinal, hurt. Panther 11, 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Fighting his way through contact. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might have wiggled out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Throwing now is Stroud. This goes out wide from Nixon.
Powers by at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Cut that one from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Stroud. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
It's second down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Lucas Van Ness.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
To throw is Green. Off the play fake. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
It'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
All right.
Now it's Mixon running right. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw now on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now Green. Play action. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10.
Go! Cap 70 Lion!
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll look to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Dragon 60!
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 138 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Stroud to throw it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
And Stroud now to throw.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodon.
He's got it in. Complete. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun. Green. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. Here comes third down and 7.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Green. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here we go. Here we go. 1960.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop any like that on second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. The busy night continues for Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Ready? Check. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18. 79 Bronco. 18 Rattler. 18 Warrior 70. Mustang 19. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football in each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
32-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
On the quick, right?
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sack. 19, 18.
Off the play fake. Green.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Mixon will try the right side.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
3rd and 4. Here's Stroud. Open man there is Collins, complete. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Texans, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,
your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.